Hi, friends. Welcome to another episode of Clearly Thriving. I'm Allison Clay,
And I'm Siri Harkins.
and we are thriving. Clearly.
Clearly.
Siri, what are you drinking today?
Well, if you couldn't tell, if you're watching this, then you see my hat. Says Diet Coke on it. So I got myself a Diet Coke. Well,
Good,
you got
good.
me a Diet Coke. Thank
I
you.
did. You're welcome. I have a Diet Dr. Pepper. I'm very excited about this. That's
Delightful.
delightful.
Yeah.
If we sound different this week, we have a bit of a saga. So last week we didn't have an episode because I had guests in town and we couldn't really find a time that worked. So that's fine. The week before that, though, we had recorded.
An entire beautiful episode.
It actually was a really good episode, and I'm really sad about it.
Yeah.
And then we started editing it, and the audio just sounded, the words weren't there. It
It was just
sounded,
like, that was it.
yeah, and it was 45 minutes of that, so we decided to not post that.
hmm
Um, and then we were really sad because it was a good episode, and we didn't re-record it. So we're trying it this week without the microphone to see if maybe that's the problem. On our program, we do have audio bars, so theoretically, this should work out.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Because, yeah, we're
Yeah.
sorry.
And it
But,
was like that in the video part of it too, because then I opened the video because I was like, oh, I can rip the audio from the video. No,
oh, that's rude.
I know. That
That was
was rude.
rude.
That
That
was
was pretty
pretty fucking
fucking
rude.
rude.
Um,
Um,
if you live under a rock and are not on TikTok, that sound is trending right now, and it is from Death Becomes Her on Broadway, which was one of our favorite shows.
yeah, that we saw when we went over
Yeah,
spring break.
it I want to go back so bad. And I have been tracking a flight in June and I've been tracking it for months now. And when I first started tracking it, this flight was like 200 something dollars and then it went up to like 400 something dollars and I was like, well, obviously we're not going. And I had kind of come to terms with the fact that we're not going. And then literally this morning, I got a notification that that flight is down to $127 round trip.
That's crazy,
I
actually.
know. And I can't. I, my bank account says, Allison, you don't need to go to New York twice in 12 weeks. Um, which is also really fucking rude. So,
Pretty fucking rude.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I enjoy pretty much every TikTok made using that sound,
Oh, they're so funny.
especially when it's other Broadway actors
Yeah.
in their dressing room, in their wardrobe, like the girl that plays Anne Boleyn in Six did it.
Yes.
And the caption was like, when Henry wants to cut off your head.
No, it's so good.
Yeah, I love it. I love Jennifer Samard. I love Megan Hilty. I want to see that show again. And then Old Friends, which we also wanted to see on Broadway. We saw their LA run in January, February.
I don't recall.
It was earlier this year. They just did their final extension, so now I think instead of June 15th, I think now it closes June 22nd. So,
Hmm,
which doesn't really help us.
no.
There's literally there's like 5 days in June where there's an opening.
Yeah, because you got things to do. I got things to do.
Yeah.
I have work that goes so freaking late. Thank you, my district.
Yeah, school here,
It gets out so late.
like this year, it's June 11th.
June 10th, and then teacher workday is June 11th.
Oh,
It's crazy.
that's insane. That's so late. And then you
hmm
guys start relatively early too.
hmm Like the second week of August.
Yeah, like these kids get almost exactly 2 months of summer.
Like that's it. We used to get 3 months back in my day.
Same.
We get two here,
Yeah, that's crazy.
but we get 3 weeks off at Christmas.
Yeah, and you guys do have more,
Random freaking days.
yeah, more like holidays that are celebrated.
Yeah. Like we actually do have Jewish holidays off and
Hmm.
Armenian Genocide Remembrance Day.
Yeah, which important.
Yes.
But
MLK Day,
yeah,
that kind of thing. The normal. The norms.
yeah. So, how was your day? You you're wearing a Christmas sweater.
It's just a fucking sweater. One child was like, "Why are you wearing a Christmas sweater?" And I was like, "It's red. We wear red on Tuesdays to support our teacher union." I didn't think it was a problem. It's not really Christmas sweater, it just has reindeer on it. It's just like wintry.
Okay.
It's a Fair Isle sweater. It's fairly timeless, really. Um, anyway, no, I just was wearing red.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. It's Tuesday. We wear red on Tuesdays. Um,
Good.
yeah, I don't know. My day was fine. It was a day. I taught the children
Mm-hmm.
about the book 3 times in a row, the same thing, and I didn't completely lose my mind. So really, we're doing pretty good. And I didn't cover a class during my conference period, which sad because I like making extra money. However, that meant I could go walk the track, which is always
Oh,
a good time. So I already closed my exercise ring and everything.
good job.
Yep, I'm doing great with that.
I had a much better day than I did yesterday. We'll
Yay!
start with today.
Yep.
Today, well, I guess technically today. Last night, I needed a self-care time, and so I watched Addams Family, which we saw the Addams Family musical on Sunday, which
I saw like half of it.
Siri fell asleep.
I tried so hard to stay awake.
Siri took a nap, her watch clocked it.
My watch clocked an hour of sleep. I think that's the funniest part.
Yeah. Anyway, the show is good. I enjoyed it. Wednesday and Morticia are pretty solid standouts. And
Yeah,
then
they were good.
also
Oh, Alice.
the Alice they
Oh, she
had
was
was
so good.
phenomenal. Didn't super love the
I
Gomez.
didn't love the Gomez. I thought he was kind of weak.
Yeah, he was kind of annoying.
Why? Because he's Argentinian.
Well,
Just kidding. I did not say that.
no, you did not. No one said that.
Mm-mm.
Um, I just didn't think I
He
thought
wasn't
he was
strong.
noticeably the weakest link.
Yes.
And Gomez has a good amount of the songs, especially in Act One.
Yeah.
Um, so didn't love him, but Morticia, Wednesday, Alice killed.
Amazing.
So anyway, I wanted to watch Angelica Huston in the Morticia dress. So I watched Addams Family. I love that movie.
Yes.
The lighting that they do with her eyes gets me every time. It's just great. When you're a kid, you're like, Gomez and Morticia are so funny. And then you watch it as an adult and you're like, this is like actually the healthiest
Relationship.
relationship I saw as a child.
Like they are relationship goals, really.
Like full consent, they support each other, they're the same brand of odd. Great.
Yeah.
Anyway, but after that, it put me in the mood to watch Mermaids, which is one of my all-time favorite movies. So then I started that movie at 11 p.m. I also ate dinner at 11 p.m. Um,
I passed the fuck out and you texted me 20 bajillion times.
yeah,
Well, approximately 5, but
I mean, I had important thoughts that had to be documented.
yeah, I mean, I did read them eventually.
What were my important thoughts, you might ask? Wow, this role is great for Cher.
How dare there not be special features on this DVD?
That was really disappointing.
That was another text. I think I laugh reacted that one. I don't
Like,
know.
I know the special features exist because I've seen clips of them. They're just not on the DVD. Like, not even the Shoop Shoop music video, which they made to promote that movie.
Oh my
I'm like,
gosh.
you couldn't put that on the, excuse me? Anyway, yeah, no special features on that DVD, but I do love that movie. So it was like 2 a.m. by the time I went to bed. So I slept late today. And then I had a slow morning. I watched an episode of Smash while I drank my coffee. It just happened to be the episode where they add Ivy's mom to the cast. So that means Bernadette Peters was there, which means I was in a great mood.
Yes.
Um, Also, that's a really good episode for Megan Hilty because their scenes are just
So good.
so nice. Um, I did that and then I laid on the couch for a bit and scrolled and procrastinated. Then I finally got up and got dressed. And then I did some things around the house. And then I went to run errands. And then I'm doing a very fancy workshop tomorrow. And I have to bring printed copies of my headshot and resume, which is a foreign concept nowadays. Um, I learned that NoHo Print Shop has closed.
Oh, sad. I loved that place. Wow.
Um,
But I guess
yeah, which
what's the
is
market for it?
it was the preferable spot to get your headshots
Guess they're
printed.
so good there.
So I didn't have time or energy to run around elsewhere, so I just sent it to Walgreens because I was like, whatever. I went to go pick it up at Walgreens. They gave me a time to show up. I showed up. Um, and then I waited approximately 20 minutes. There was no one else in line. I got there and he said, "Oh, it looks like we're a little behind. It's going to be like 5 minutes." And I was like, "Okay, that's fine." 20 minutes later, so I finally got my headshot and then I had to come back here because we have to work. And then after this, I'll get to go print my resume and cut it to size.
Oh, yeah, they used to do that for you at NoHo
I
Copy and Print.
know.
Oh,
Yeah,
aw.
yeah. It's a sad time.
And of
Um,
course, when you texted me that, I was like, I have printers at work, right?
oh well.
I could have printed your resume.
I
I
didn't
could
think
have brought
about
it to you
that.
in a folder. I could have cut it with my fancy paper cutter in the office at work.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, it's fine.
I know they have it at Staples and Office Depot because I've done that before.
Yep,
Um,
these are things.
yeah.
Hey, a Rennie boy.
But yeah, I was going to um do that and do my Target pickup before we recorded and
But you got
stuck at
stuck at Walgreens.
Walgreens.
Well, Walgreens never again. Go to FedEx next time.
Yeah, apparently.
Hi. Yes. I have a cat.
Ren has taken residence in Siri's lap.
I love this cat.
He's purring.
This cat loves me. It's mutual. The thing is, I love
Yeah.
Winston, but Winston kind of hates me. And the girls don't really like me that much either because they don't really like anyone that
No.
much, really. They're cats.
Yeah.
So, but Rennie boy,
Ren just likes attention.
yes, from a
He's
young
purring.
age, he's a good boy sometimes.
He's, yeah, he's a special dude.
Yes. Uh,
Yeah. What else is going on? We went to Disney. Sunday, we had a very busy day. We went to our favorite coffee shop. Then we went to Disneyland where it was hot, but we were fine. We
it
both
was
got
packed
sunburned.
though.
Yes, because it was Mother's Day.
Actually, I got home and I did not have a sunburn at all.
Oh,
It
lucky you.
was not even red.
I'm still a little
Mm,
toasted. It's okay.
it's okay.
But we went to Disney. We decided that if we were mothers, that is not what we would want to do on Mother's Day. At least not with the children.
It was really busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got chicken strips, but I decided I don't think, well, I don't, I don't know whether or not they have milk in the breading in that chicken strip, but I was leaning towards yes. So probably no more chicken strips.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah.
Um, and then we left Disney early because we had to be in Thousand Oaks at 6:30 for the Addams Family. Luckily we built in a little cushion
Hmm.
because we were on the freeway driving back to civilization from Anaheim, and all of a sudden my car just stopped accelerating. We went literally from going 80 to barely being able to get to 40. Luckily, we were able to get to the side of the road where we sat for a while and I panicked and Siri Googled. Um, and then we realized that at the very next exit was an auto zone. Bless. So we got back onto the freeway, which was scary.
Yeah.
and just kind of rolled to the next exit. And we went into AutoZone and I said, "Hi." And a guy came out and ran codes on my car. Um, and then he was like, "Your third cylinder is misfiring. Could be spark plugs, it could be a coil, could be transmission problems." And I was like, "Great, thank you." Um, so then we got back on the freeway and drove to Thousand Oaks very slowly. Um,
And instead of panicking,
oh yes, instead of panicking, well, let's be clear, I was panicking. This was my panic response.
yeah,
We were listening to the Death Becomes Her original Broadway cast recording, obviously,
obviously, what
for
else?
like the third time of the day. And we are driving through downtown LA. Cars are whizzing by me. Sometimes they're honking and mad. I can't go above 40. My car won't let me, and I have to work very hard to get to 40. And so we're just kind of driving. I have my flashers on because I'm like, so sorry, friends. Nobody wants this, especially not me. So, what do when we're driving through downtown LA in a car that doesn't work? We full perform Madeline Ashton is falling apart from Death Becomes Her.
Yep.
Um, it was great.
I was an enraptured audience of one, and I did applaud when the song ended, literally clapped.
I full sent that performance.
You
It was
really
great.
did. I was like, I don't even know all the words.
Oh, I do.
You do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you also, this is totally unrelated to anything. We did go to Sonic too, because that's our new favorite
Mm-hmm.
post-Disney stop. And you got mozzarella sticks and had an amazing cheese pull.
This mozzarella stick pulled so hard that Siri had to help when my arm ran out.
Yeah, I had to lend the assist to give more length for the cheese.
I think we had about a 3 foot cheese pull.
Yeah, it was really impressive.
Um, we didn't video it until it was smaller than that, but it happened.
I showed that video to my coworker today. She was in a bad mood, so I was like, "Here, watch this video."
Did it fix it?
It helped.
Good. You should have like just played the replay in your mind of me in downtown LA being Megan Hilty.
I did tell her that story too. I think that also helped. I was like, wow, we are in a crabby mood today. I was like, vent to me and then I'll show you something funny.
Hmm.
Uh,
Yeah.
that's what you do with coworkers,
Yeah.
man.
Anyway, we made it to Thousand Oaks, barely. Um,
Good.
we got to the theater. They had upgraded our tickets, which was cool. We watched the show. Siri took a nap. I love that our stress responses, because you also fell asleep in the car. Our stress responses, for me, Broadway level performance. For Siri, nap time.
Passing the fuck out. That is what I would do in college. If I was ever really stressed out, I would just go lie down and take a nap.
I'm really happy for you.
I was also just really tired though, because
Yeah.
I had a very long day on Saturday because I had a dance show. And by dance show, I mean we had two shows, two performances. We had to get there at 10.
Hmm.
We had a blocking rehearsal, we had a full dress rehearsal, then we had two back-to-back performances.
And also before that, you had to get your hair done.
Yeah, Jasenia is an angel, and she came over to my apartment at 8 a.m. and did a very amazing job
It looked really good.
doing my hair. I asked her for braids, and girl, full on delivered with a
Hmm.
cherry and whipped cream on top.
Yeah.
I got so many compliments on my hair. So, honestly, if anyone wants to pay Jasenia money to do their hair, I recommend it. I should have paid her money to do my hair. I bought her a chocolate croissant at Three Sisters instead. Um,
Yeah. That sounds like an even trade.
yeah, no, my hair looked great.
Yeah,
She walked Mocha and Panini later that day. It was a time. But anyway, yeah, I had my dance show. The dance show was great.
it really was. It was a good one.
Most of my people came to the second show, so it was good. It was good. It was fun, and we went out afterwards for a bit, and all was well with the world. I also woke up early Sunday to watch The Real Madrid Barcelona game did not go how we had hoped. It's okay.
Well,
But yeah, so it was just there was not a lot of sleep
no.
that had happened in the past couple of days. So
Yeah, Series Dance show was Saturday night. We were going to the evening performance. When I left my house, I was supposed to get to the theater. The show started at 7:30. When I left my house, I was supposed to get to the theater at 7:07. As I was starting my car, Jasenia, who was also picking up Amanda, they sent a text and they were like, "We're gonna be late because we can't get a charger and Jasenia's car is dead." So I called them and I was like, "Should I come get you?" And they were like, "Yeah." So I drove from Burbank to Sherman Oaks, which the show is in Glendale, opposite direction, if you don't know. So I went to Sherman Oaks. I was zero point 0.3 miles away when Amanda called me and was like, "A charger just opened up. We're going to do a supercharge for 5 minutes." And I was like, "Do you just want, I'm here. Like, do you want to just get in my car and we can charge the car later?" And they were like, "No." So I was like, "Okay." So I turned around, then went to Glendale. I got there at 6:26 and the parking lot was full.
7:26.
Thank you.
Yes,
The parking lot was full, so I had to go to the other parking lot,
which
which
is so
is
far away.
approximately a mile and a half away. Not actually, but that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
And it's also on top of a hill, and the theater is at the bottom of the hill. So I parked my car. I got out of my car and I'm running to the theater. I'm also in a dress and wedges.
It was
And
a
I,
very cute dress,
thank you. I didn't get any pictures in it.
which is really sad. Everyone looked really cute. We took no
Yeah.
pictures. Like everyone made sure that I had pictures with Kevin, but like not with
Yeah, not
anybody
anybody
else.
else. But yeah, I was running down a very steep grade in these wedges. I ran out of my shoe.
Oh no.
I got to the theater. I got in. I sat down, and approximately 10 seconds later, the show started.
Yeah, you were perfect. Well, Emily and Patrick were there on time.
Yeah,
Kevin was there on time. You were there on time,
technically.
technically. Yeah. Jasenia and Amanda, I don't know what number they made it
Um,
during.
they, I think, missed two or three, so they weren't very late.
Okay.
But then Amanda apparently stood at the back of the theater for 10 minutes because the lights were dark and she didn't know where we were sitting. And she like couldn't see the row
Numbers.
numbers.
Oh no.
And she was like, "I'm scared in the dark. I can't see."
It's fair.
Fair.
It's fair.
So,
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because Amanda was sitting by you all and
mhm.
Jasenia was on the other side. Yeah.
Yeah, Jasenia found her seat fine, apparently.
Yeah, she was on the same side as
Kevin.
Kevin. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were house left and you guys were house right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's nice.
Yeah.
Surround.
Yes. All the angles.
All the angles. It's so funny.
Yeah. So that was Saturday. That was the excitement.
hmm
Oh, and Jasenia picked up Amanda because Amanda that day or that morning got a nail in her tire and couldn't get it patched. So Jasenia picked her up, and then Jasenia's car was dead. And then, yeah, literally Sunday, so the day after, is when my car had problems.
It's been a circle that we need to end.
Please.
It's a line that is stopping here.
Yeah. Yeah. So yesterday, I was very stressed because car. Um, I started by calling my dad because I was like, "This is what the code test said. This is what the guy recommended. There's no guarantee that's gonna fix it," because he was like, I would start with changing spark plugs. And I was like, "I know I'm capable of changing spark plugs. I know it's not hard. I know I have the tools needed to do it." Um, I did not think that would fix the problem. So I was like, personally, I'd rather take it to a mechanic. So that way I know when I pick it up, it'll work. My dad was like, "Don't take it to a mechanic. You'll spend like $200-300 for something you can do yourself. And spark plugs, they are cheap." So I spent the entire day, well, most of the day, frozen on the couch because I just did not want to do that because I didn't think it would fix the problem. And I was like, "This is dumb." And I was also mad because if I had $30,000 in my bank account, I would have just gone to a dealership and bought a new car, a Prius specifically. Um,
Well, you don't need money in a bank account to get a car.
no, but I also really enjoy not having a car payment. Um, so anyway, I was just having a time. So eventually I went to O'Reilly's. I bought a singular spark plug. It was like $11. I came home. Keep in mind, this whole time I'm driving my janky ass car that's vibrating every time you stop. Literally, when we were driving back Sunday night, we went through the Taco Bell drive-through because we were starving and that's all that was open. When the man handed me
I
our
demanded
food,
Taco Bell. I will be very clear.
yes, well, I was not mad.
Yeah.
When the man handed me our food, the car was
It was
literally
shitty.
bouncing up and down.
And I was like, it's fine.
It was like in Herbie Fully Loaded when he was trying to eject James Franco from the driver's seat. Like violent.
Which, by the way, this fucking Taco Bell did not give me a fork and they didn't put the guacamole on my Cantina chicken bowl.
Shameful.
Yeah, I'm really mad about it.
My burrito was great.
Good. Good. That's
Yeah.
important.
Anyway, so I go to O'Reilly's in my car. I buy my spark plug. I drive home in my car the whole time, just being tossed about.
Mhm.
I get home. I change my spark plug. Only takes about 10 minutes. Then I do like a little test drive. It has not fixed the problem. It is not better even slightly. So I'm like,
You're like, this did not fix the problem.
so I called my dad and I was like, now what? And he was like, well, you could try changing this coil. And I was like, okay. And he was like, or you could just call and see if you can get it into a shop. And so I called, I think I called four
Oh my
shops. Two
gosh.
of them answered. Neither of them could get me in until tomorrow, which is Wednesday. This is Monday when I'm doing this. And I was like, well, for one, pretty sure I'm not available Wednesday because I typically am on set Wednesdays. And for two, that leaves me basically without a car in Los Angeles. That's not allowed.
Yeah, that's
Um,
yeah.
so I went to AutoZone because I didn't want to go to O'Reilly's twice in a day, and technically AutoZone is closer. So I went to AutoZone. I paid $66 for a singular coil that online I could have ordered for 20. I just didn't have time to wait for it to ship here.
Yep.
So that's annoying. And then I came home and I changed the coil. That took maybe 5 minutes. And then my car didn't shake anymore. So
Good.
I think I fixed the problem for now.
And all of those things were a lot cheaper than a new car.
Yes. Also cheaper than taking it to a mechanic.
Yes.
So I did fix my car. It just was a very stressful day. I don't handle stress very well. My like baseline anxiety is pretty high anyway. And then like my shoulder neck muscles, that's where like literally I'm not stressed right now, but feel that. My like stress muscles are always rock hard. I never unclench ever. Um, so I don't handle additional stress super well. When I called, because I was texting my dad's brother and sister-in-law are visiting my parents this week. And so I was trying to like get this done before they got there. That didn't happen. Um, so I was texting my parents, being like, what's plan B? Nobody's answering. And so I call my dad. He doesn't answer. I call my mom. My brother answers the phone and he's like, Luann's office. And I was like, put a parent on the phone. Like, I did not have my bullshitometer was below 0. And he literally goes, she's not having it, and hands the phone to my mom. And then my mom is like, well, you need to talk to dad about that. And I was like, he's not answering his phone. Anyway, so I was testy yesterday.
Yeah. Um, there's a huge, well, not a huge, but there is a wildfire that is decently large
Yeah.
by my parents' house right now.
Which is crazy. That's not wildfire country typically.
They there are these things in the Midwest called burn bans for a fucking reason when it's
Mhm.
dry and low humidity. Some fuckers started a little campfire And then they went fishing and they had not completely put the fire out like idiots. And so it spread, and now it's over 1,200 acres and it is 0% contained. So, anyway, hopefully they face some consequences for that.
I hope so.
And there's another fire that was started in a similar way, someone negligent. You need to put out your fires completely, people. Anyway,
Or just follow burn bans.
yeah. But my parents are okay. Um, they have stuff packed up if they need to go, but right now they are decently south of the fire and the wind is blowing north.
Oh,
So they said
okay.
they don't even have smoke by them or anything.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, because I was like, you need to watch the air quality. And they're like, we don't have any smoke by us. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, all right, then
That is nice when the wind is going the opposite direction.
look at your dog right now.
She's having a great time. She positioned herself in Siri's arms like a baby.
And her mouth is like open.
And she's just like looking at Siri with hearts in her eyes. If you're on YouTube, you can see this.
Like, oh my gosh. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Lila enjoys attention
From
a
Select
lot.
People. Like Penny.
Yeah, little Neener baby. Oh my gosh, we also had Mocha's birthday party.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, Mocha had her 8th birthday party on Wednesday, last Wednesday.
Crazy. Not allowed. She's a baby.
I know, it's crazy. It was a great time. Lila came, and then my friend Emily brought her dog Chowder, who's like really a golden retriever mix.
Yeah.
Um, he's such a calm dog.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Well, calm, but I know his separation anxiety is pretty intense, but he's
Hmm.
so chill. So that was fun. I was surprised at how many people came to a dog birthday party.
I think everyone was just down to go to El Tejano on a Wednesday.
Yeah, I think that was the vibe. And that was really what I wanted was like, it doesn't need to be like
A big
a
thing.
big thing. It's more just like, let's all get together. And the excuse is it's Mocha's birthday. And the bar was so about it.
Oh, they were great.
Oh my gosh, the girl was awesome. I didn't catch her name, but she was so good.
She was amazing.
But she gave Mocha like a little pup cup when we were ordering at the bar because I brought Mocha in with me. And
Yeah.
left Panini out with people. Um,
When I got there, which was a little bit after I went in to order, and she asked me, she was like, "Oh, are you with the dog party?" And I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Did you bring a dog?" And I said, "Yeah." And she asked if it was another wiener dog. And I was like, "No, she's a chug." And she was like, "Would she want a pup cup?" And I was like, "She would love that." So she gave me a pup cup for Lila when I ordered, and that was great. Lila enjoyed that. And then later, like over an hour later, it was dark by this point, this girl and one other bartender came out with a platter of pup cups with candles in them, and they sang happy birthday to Mocha.
it was so cute. I'm like, when, like, I didn't even plan that part, but it was so cute because I didn't like get anything special treat wise. I was just like, let's
Yeah,
just go to El Tejano, give Maria, or well, give Maria,
give Mocha.
because I was trying to say, give Mocha a tortilla
There you
chip.
go.
Okay, Maria, Mocha a tortilla chip. Uh,
Which she did have plenty of those as well.
um, anyway, yeah, get away from my soda. All
Yeah,
right, now
the
I can
dogs
stop
had a great
talking.
time. I think every dog had at least two pup cups.
They loved it.
Yeah. Lila just very happily went from lap to lap to lap. It was great.
Yes.
Panini helped herself to
Anything.
yeah, anything and everything. It was really funny.
That's very her.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it was great. I think everybody had a good time.
Yes. I know. I even had some coworkers that came, so that was
Hmm.
nice.
Yeah, we had like two of the giant tables at El Tejano.
And I was literally thinking, like, it's going to be like two of us, and that's fine.
Yeah, I fully expected it to be like you, me, and Jasenia.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's what I thought. Um, so that was nice. It was nice to see people.
It was fun. It was a good time.
It's just like fun to be at El Tejano sometimes when it's
Yeah.
chill like that.
Yes, it's gotten kind of crazy on the weekends. the secret is out. But if you can go on the weeknights, especially if you can get there earlier,
Yeah,
it's
that
like
was
it's the old vibe.
hmm which I like.
Yeah.
So that was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got tacos. It was wonderful.
I had my watermelon jalapeno margarita, which
Ooh.
I had not had in a while. I don't drink as much anymore, but it was nice.
Yes. Right now. Yeah, that was last Wednesday.
That was
So
a good time.
it was a good time. Crazy.
Yeah. My friend Emily, a different Emily, we know a lot of Emilys, and
They're
they're all
all blonde.
blonde, and they all were at Mocha's party.
Yep.
Um, but
That's what I literally was telling Kevin. I was just like, all right, if they're blonde, their name is probably Emily.
if they're blonde and they're not Allison,
They are named
they are
Emily.
named Emily. Um, but anyway, one of the Emilys moved to Chicago earlier this year, and she was in town last week visiting. And she stayed with me, so she got to come to Mocha's party. She was very excited.
Yes.
We also took her to Disney on May the 4th for Star Wars Day, which was great. That was a fun time.
Yeah.
Um, what else did we do?
Go to Dunkin' a lot.
We did go to Dunkin' almost every day. I took her to Three Sisters. She liked it.
Good.
We went to Olive Garden Friday night.
Oh my gosh, Olive Garden was so good.
So good. Our server,
Oh my gosh, she was
amazing.
amazing. I love
Amazing.
her. I think
And
her name was like Andrea or
yeah,
something. Oh, we love her. She was great.
as we were leaving, she like bumped into Emily and was like, "Have such a good night," and handed her a to-go box, and it was cake.
Are you serious?
Yes. So when we got home, we like waited for Sean to get here because he came
Oh my
late that
gosh.
night. And then we like split the cake into four pieces.
Oh, I love that.
It was good cake. I've never had Olive Garden cake before, but
Oh, Olive Garden cake is so good. I can't eat it anymore, but it's delightful.
yeah.
Yeah, we did all of us did the soup salad and breadsticks,
Hmm.
and that was the move. I
Yeah.
was amped.
Yeah.
It was so good.
She also really set us up. She gave me basically a whole salad to take home. She
Yes.
gave us 7 breadsticks to go, which Sean ate all of them that night.
I okay.
He's a boy.
A young boy
Ren is currently making biscuits on
on my
series
neck.
on your like jugular
All right, Ren. This is an interesting.
sensation.
It looks so funny. Is he doing that?
Aw.
A lot of times he puts his little arms around my neck to give me a hug,
Yes, that's
which
precious.
is so cute. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. He's he's mostly a good boy.
Yes. Hi. He said, look into my eyes.
Now your soul belongs to me.
No. I haven't been to Universal in a minute.
Yeah.
I do pay for a pass.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Ren the past few nights, because every night when I get ready to go to bed, I like shake Winston's treat bag to make sure he's in my room. And Ren always comes running. Typically, I give Winston a treat, then I throw a treat out the door for Ren, and he like goes to hunt it, and that's when I close my door. And then I give Winston another treat because
Hmm.
he's a good boy. Um, and he needs to know where he is in the hierarchy. He needs, that confirmation.
Yes.
The past few nights when Winston has come into the room, when Ren has already been in here, and then when Winston comes in, Ren will like smack him because Ren wants the first treat. And so Ren has not been getting a treat the past few nights because we don't reward that kind of behavior. So when he does that, I give Winston his treat first, but Winston goes under the bed and then he won't come take his treat, which is the cutest thing because he'll like come up on his back paws and with his front paws take the treat out of my hand. And I make him do that every time he gets a treat. But if he's under the bed, he can't do that. So anyway, I've been putting Winston's treat with him and then ushering Ren out of the room and explaining to him you don't get a treat when you're naughty.
Yeah, that's how it works, Ren.
Yeah. Like you have to be a nice boy.
Nice boy.
That's just the rule.
A nice boy.
He turned to not look at me. He's like, "Nah."
Dude, you gotta be brushed. Look at his fur. I don't want to fix this, but look at him.
Yeah, his mom has been out of the house quite a bit as of late.
Live your best life, girl.
Yeah,
Live your best life.
she is.
Good. As she should. It's just warm, Ren. You're just shedding.
Yeah.
You're young.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna try to fix that for you.
No, no. The past couple weeks, I've basically just been running a cat daycare.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sounds like a dream. I
it
went to the
is.
animal shelter one day last week to donate some blankets, and then I looked around at some animals, and there were actually quite a few really cute animals, including a pug puppy.
Oh my gosh.
That was crazy. I was like, what the hell? Anyway, lots of purebred dogs are at the animal shelter.
Interesting.
Um, Mostly they're German Shepherds and Huskies and Border Collies, but you know, I was
Yeah,
like, wow, that's a gorgeous looking dog.
yeah,
I'm like, I know exactly why you're in here, and I'm sorry because you're beautiful and would be a delight.
yeah.
So, if you're in the market for any of those kind of dogs, there were also two Rottweilers that looked so sweet, and I was like, "Yee." There were some smaller dogs there. Yep, I like to walk around and say hi to some of the dogs, and then I was like,
Mhm.
I need to fucking leave. So I did.
Yeah.
I
You
just,
left with empty hands.
yeah. I walked in with my blankets to donate.
Good,
I did a good job. I
good.
have another blanket in my car right now that I'll either ask someone if they want or I'll just bring it to the animal shelter. I just don't like the color anymore.
Mm. No, that's good.
Yep. Get rid of some stuff, clear out some space in my tiny apartment.
Yeah. Well, I think that that will bring us to the end of this episode of Clearly Thriving. I'm Allison Clay,
And I'm Siri Harkins.
and we are thriving.
Clearly.
Clearly.